This week on your Faboo News, the mystery of dark oxygen, nature on top of a volcano, fun facts, quizzes, and puppet pandemonium. What are you waiting for? Let's start the show!
Come on now! It's time to start the show! Lights, check! Camera, check! Have you got the script? Good. Is it? Do you want to record today's show? Or have another chocolate bar?
Oh, what flavour you got? Oh, right. Yeah. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, Faboo crew, and welcome to your Faboo News. I'm Al.
And I'm Kai.
And this is the new show that gives you the good stuff. What's our first story, Kai?
Life, Al. But not where we know it. Deep in the darkest depths of the ocean, down where light can't reach, scientists have made a discovery that could change our understanding of life forever.
Wow. That's some good melodrama.
Thanks. I had a shower. While exploring the ocean floor between Mexico and Hawaii, scientists discovered something they didn't expect. Oxygen.
Oxygen is usually produced by plants absorbing sunlight in a process called photosynthesis. But down at the bottom of the ocean, there is no sunlight, and scientists have always believed there's much less oxygen down there as a result. But as explorers approached the sea floor, their sensors showed oxygen levels going up.
They called it dark oxygen, and it's very exciting. Because finding oxygen where plants can't grow means it might turn up in other, even stranger places, like in seas on other planets.
Find oxygen and you've a much better chance of finding alien life, like bacteria and even small animals. But how did it get down there in the first place? There's a lot more work to do before they're sure. If they're right, though, our search for life out in the universe just got a whole bunch easier. We just need to wait and Hershey.
You're obsessed.
I'm fruiting not. I mean, give me a break. Leave me a Toblerone.
Al, you need to go on
Don't say it.
a diet.
No! Did you know we need oxygen to live? And there's plenty of it floating around in the air where we breathe it in. Now, plants produce oxygen. They take in carbon dioxide from the air and they split it into carbon and oxygen using sunlight. Now they use the carbon, mix it with water, and they produce sugar. And they use that sugar to grow. And the oxygen, well, that just floats back off into the air. 2/3 of your body is made of oxygen. And if there was no oxygen way up there in the sky, you wouldn't be able to see the northern lights. To get to the deepest part of the sea, humans need submarines. But when was the first submarine dreamt up? Was it A. 1922, B. 1578, C. 1820, or D. 1744? Write down what you think and find the answer later in the show. While you're thinking about it, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video. Every like helps us to bring you more Faboo news. You can also join the Faboo crew and discover more activities, videos, and surprises over at FabooNews.com. You are our Faboo family.
It looked like that it was people from Chester who made them, and the ruins broken down over time, and it turned out it used to be an underground vault.
Faboo! An underground vault built by the Romans that you could walk next to and have a look at.
I think Caesar did it.
Caesar? What's your Faboo news?
That spring's coming soon.
Spring's coming soon! Is spring your favorite season?
Not really, I like summer more.
You like summer more? Well, summer comes after spring. What do you like about spring?
But the flowers are pretty.
Oh, flowers, they are pretty, aren't they? Do you have a favorite flower?
They're kind of like white ones.
Ah, yeah.
You look different. Oh yes, I'm all refreshed and ready to go. Have you been on holiday? Oh no. I'm 40 degrees on a wool cycle. They even hung me outside. What is it?
A carrot?
It's orange.
Go on.
Oh, yeah, show. Continuing our theme of the great outdoors, it's time for Faboo News Through History. This week, we're celebrating a very special place. But where could it be? Here are some clues.
It's the same size as the state of Maryland in America. It's located on top of a huge volcano. Among the animals you'll find there are bears, cougars, bison, and grey wolves. Can you guess where we are?
That's right, we're talking about Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho, USA. The big news here is that Yellowstone was the world's first national park, a place where nature is protected from human activity. It's a refuge for thousands of animals and a unique habitat full of hot springs, mountains, rivers, and grasslands.
The park was set out on March the 1st, 1872, in a law signed by President Ulysses S. Grant. By that time, a lot of America was being developed, with cities springing up all over the place, and settlers moving west to discover new frontiers. But the area of Yellowstone was a long way off the usual routes for Western settlers, so setting up the park was quite simple.
Native American tribes like the Kiowa and Crow peoples revered the area for its hot springs and natural beauty, and it eventually became a popular tourist attraction for people across the world.
Most importantly, it became an example to governments across the planet who wanted to protect their own wild places. There are now more than 6,500 national parks around the world, and all of them can be traced back to this one. Have you been to a national park, Faboo crew? Discover all the animals that live in Yellowstone in our Yellowstone Park word search over at faboonews.com. Find the link in the description below. Which ones will you discover?
Still to come, when was the submarine invented? Things get smooth in the kitchen, and can Al stick to his diet? But first...
Hey, I'm here at Woodsworth Exploring near Keighley in Yorkshire. Hey, I'm Al. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Emma. I'm one of the owners of Woodsworth Exploring.
Lovely to be here, Emma. And you own all this?
Yeah,
You own a woodland.
I do.
A whole woodland. That's amazing. Should we go in and have a look?
Yeah, come and explore. That's what we're all about.
Fantastic.
This is an elm. And the way that you can tell an elm is because it has a nice pointy bit at the end of the leaf. And where it meets the branch, it never lines up. Can you see that there with my fingers? Can you see how it's just got a funny, it's misaligned at the very bottom of the leaf?
What's your favorite tree in the wood?
We've got a big old oak up here. It's our oldest oak tree, and it's just further up.
Oh, can we see it?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
This is an English oak tree, a pedunculate oak.
Wow, what was that word?
Pedunculate.
Pedunculate. Wow. Oh, there you go.
A little fact about holly is that as it grows, it actually starts off smooth. And then only when it becomes under attack from deer and things that like to nibble its leaves, does it turn spiky. So you can see some right here that are just starting to get spiky. And then over time, if it's still attacked, it'll get really prickly and spiky. And that's the holly that most of us know.
Fantastic. Did not know that. No. I've had a wonderful time here at Woodsworth Exploring near Keighley in Yorkshire. Now, back to the show.
Come on, Al! You've got a 2-mile cycle ride to do yet.
You're a monster.
Oh, you big baby. I'll start the next story. You catch your breath. The Svalbard Global Seed Vault does what it says on the tin. It's a huge underground vault where seeds from all over the world are stored in case the plants they come from are threatened. It's like a Noah's Ark for plants.
This ark is buried beneath the ice on the Norwegian island of Spitsbergen, and it's just got a whole lot bigger. With 30,000 new seeds added to the collection in October 2024. Seeds from plants in Palestine and Sudan are among those now stored there, ensuring that special species of Middle Eastern vegetables and grasses are safe from famine and disease.
Over 1 billion seeds are now housed in the vault, 430 feet inside a sandstone mountain covered in ice and snow. The permafrost ice outside helps to keep all the seeds cool. Like a giant fridge, it's cold, dark and dry. Exactly what seeds need to be to stay fresh.
Wars and natural disasters have already seen the seed bank put into use, with samples removed to replace lost crops. It's important because a lot of these crops have evolved in the areas they're grown, and plants from elsewhere wouldn't grow as well. Thanks to Svalbard, we already have a constant safety net for our food and for plants across the globe. Faboo.
Okay, Al, it's time for your next healthy treat. A smoothie.
Have mercy! Hey, chocolate's a seed! They come from plants! It's a fruit! It's healthy! Yeah, get used to this. Hey, hi there. Earlier, I asked you when was the first submarine dreamt up? The answer is B, 1578. The history of the submarine goes back a long way. There are records suggesting that Alexander the Great used a primitive diving bell way back in 332 BC. But the first submarine that you'd recognize was designed by Englishman William Bourne back in 1578. His designs had an enclosed tube-shaped body and oars to push it along. But as far as we know, it was never built. Do you know the song Yellow Submarine by the Beatles? Hey, why not sing it with me? We all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. You go! Fantastic! Yeah! Oh.
It's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like. It's me.
Hey, you come back here now. You come back here. You hear? Ooh. Hey, you can't get away from me that easy.
Leave me alone.
Well, he's certainly getting his steps in.
Get off.
This week on your Faboo News, shark teeth in your mouth, the real-life Wonder Woman, fun facts, positivity, and puppet pandemonium. What are you waiting for? Let's start the show!
Oh, what's that? Ow! Look! Mummy! Pick
no, library, mitochondria, milkshake.
What?
Oh, I thought we were playing a word game. We not doing that?
No, Al. I found this in the garden.
Must be your lucky day.
My lucky day.
You okay?
Hmm?
It's just you seem to be having a montage. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, Faboo crew, and welcome to your Faboo News. I'm Al.
And I'm Kai.
And this is the show that gives you the good stuff. Positive news, crafts, and fun from across the globe. What have we got up first, Kai?
Al, anteaters don't have teeth, do you?
Oh, no, we don't.
No trips to the dentist for you. But there might be fewer trips to the dentist for everyone soon. Researchers at Kyoto Hospital in Japan are working on new medication that could regrow human teeth.
Wait, what?
That's right, Al. Turns out there's a gene in our bodies that stops us regrowing teeth like sharks do. Scientists have found a drug that could block that gene, allowing new teeth to form where they're missing.
So if one of our viewers lost a tooth, they could regrow it?
Maybe. First, they want to treat people who struggle to grow teeth in the first place. Then, who knows?
I could get teeth. I could bite an apple. I could crunch some cereal. I could bite my nails.
I'd rather you didn't. Have you been visited by the tooth fairy? Maybe you could draw a picture of her. We'd love to see it. Check out the link in the description below for more information.
I could eat corn. Real, actual corn. Did you know that when you're young, you have up to 20 teeth in your mouth, but that goes up to 32 as you get older? Now those baby or milk teeth that you have when you're young, they don't last long. In fact, by the time you're 13, you're likely to have lost them all. The adult teeth you get next, well, they last you the rest of your life, but they can't repair themselves. So if you eat too many starchy or sugary foods, that can damage the enamel around the tooth and lead to decay. So if you want to keep a nice bright smile your entire life, watch what you eat and make sure you brush twice a day.
Well, I'm not a dentist, but I don't see any teeth in there.
Oh no! Is it because of my crippling soda problem? I'm a secret lemonade drinker.
No, it's 'cause you're a sock.
Oh, you're right. You're not a dentist.
Do you have a favorite type of gymnastics, or do you like all of it?
I like all of it and jumping.
And jumping, yeah? How long have you been doing gymnastics for?
A few weeks.
A few weeks. And you're enjoying it? You're having a lot of fun with it?
Yeah.
That's faboo. So I hear you've just joined the football club. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? You excited to start playing for them? Yeah, you don't look very certain, but I'm sure you're gonna be. I'm sure you're gonna be great at this. Yeah? Have you seen their pitch? Is it a good pitch? Yeah, you're not so sure.
I played indoors, so.
It was an indoor pitch. Well, yeah, the weather. You're looking forward to getting outside when the weather warms up, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Then you can go, cool. Joe, is that something you want to do when you grow up, or is that just something you're doing for now?
That's something I do when I grow up.
Something you want to do when you grow up? Awesome!
One of the earliest ever medicines to treat high blood pressure was Captopril, which landed in pharmacies in 1981. But what was it made from? Was it A, chamomile leaf, B, petroleum jelly, C, snake venom, or D, toe scrapings? Find out the answer later in the show. While you're thinking about it, do us a huge favor. See that thumbs up button down there? No, there. Yeah, that one. Why not click on that and click on the subscribe button? We're trying to reach as many curious and clever kids as we can, and it really helps us out. And if you want to join our Faboo family, check out our website at faboonews.com for more activities, videos, and games to try. You are our Faboo crew. Now, back to the show. When Jim Murray from South Carolina in the USA began to feel sick one day, he had no idea his life was about to change. He was an active guy and always out on his bike. He just thought he'd got a bad case of flu. Well, sadly for Jim, it was something much worse.
It was an infection called sepsis, which quickly hurt his arms and legs, meaning that doctors had to cut the ends off them to save his life.
None of this sounds like Faboo news, but what happened next was. With the help of some good friends and strangers on the internet, Jim and his family raised the money needed to replace his missing forearms and hands.
You can do that. Is there a shop for new arms? Do Costco have an arms and legs department just past the deli, next to the eggs?
No, Kai. These were 3D printed arms and hands from a British company called Open Bionics. They're built specially to fit his arms, and they contain linkages inside to let Jim grip things like cups, and most importantly for him, the handlebars on his BMX.
Jim is now back on the racetrack, dashing over ramps and around hairpin turns. It's given him a new lease of life, all thanks to some wonderfully generous people and some really clever engineering.
Open Bionics make prosthetics for kids too. Iron Man, Spider-Gwen. It's Faboo what we can do with modern materials and technology.
What design would you have, Faboo crew? Princess? Pirate? Design your own bionic arms using the template at the link below and let your imagination run wild.
How do you get pudding out of... Where'd you get that?
I found it in a box full of toys. I was looking for something to put in my lucky piggy bank, and there it was.
Well, I could do with a bit of your luck.
Ow! Why have I just stepped in pudding? You stay here. I'll sort Mum out. And hey, maybe there's something else in the garden. Lucky things come in pairs, you know. I read about that in a book.
Do they? Oh, hey there. Earlier, I asked you what the medicine Captopril was made from. The answer was C. Snake venom. Yep, Captopril really was made from snake venom. Now, snake venom isn't usually good for you, and definitely don't go near snakes, certainly not without an expert grown-up. A lot of snakes are safe, but some can hurt you. Captopril is made from the venom of the Brazilian viper, which can be deadly if the viper bites you. But that same venom has been used for decades to save lives too. Nature can be funny like that. Ow! Ooh! Oh! Oh, hi, Kai. Hey, you've hurt your finger. Yeah. Oh, that looks sore. Okay, don't worry. We'll fix that up for you, all right? Okay? I'm going to use this.
Oh.
This right here is an antiseptic wipe.
What's antiseptic?
It means it kills off all nasty viruses and bugs and bacteria.
Bugs?
So we're going to use this to clean the end of your finger, okay?
Okay.
Right, now this might sting a bit, okay? You're going to be brave for me?
I'll try.
Okay, good. Ooh, you're doing really well. There we go. Fantastic. Now that's nice and clean, we can put a bandage on it.
Oh, what's the bandage for?
Oh, the bandage, Kai, is very important. You can use a bandage or you can use a sticking plaster, and they basically both do the same job, is they protect that wound while it heals. It stops getting any dirt in there, okay? So we're going to use this. If you hold on to that for me, we're going to slowly wrap it around your hand, like that. You see, skin is a very, very, very fantastic thing. What it does, Kai, is it will heal itself.
Oh.
Yeah, it will slowly knit back together again, and in a few days, you won't even know that you've hurt your hand. Okay? So you've been very brave. You go back to Al now, okay?
Do I get a sticker?
Oh, no, how about I give you a kiss on the nose?
Okay.
Okay? Mwah.
Shall I give you a kiss on the nose?
Okay, then. A capybara kiss.
She'll be fine, Al. Don't worry. Hey, can I be in the show?
You want to be in the show?
I want to be in the show. What's the next story?
Next up is Faboo News Through History.
Ooh.
This week, we're talking about the real-life Wonder Woman.
I'm flattered.
Oh, Mom. Elizabeth Marston was born this month in 1893 on the Isle of Man in the UK. She was a fascinating lady who you did not want to tell fibs to.
Why is that out?
Because, Mom, she helped to invent the lie detector. Elizabeth Marston was a psychologist, a person who studies how people think. And in the 1920s, she and her husband developed new ideas about how blood pressure changes if you're not telling the truth. It was her revolutionary research that paved the way for the polygraph machine, a device used for detecting if you're telling lies.
Is that what makes her a Wonder Woman?
Well, there is a reason that the golden lasso makes you tell the truth, Mom. Wonder Woman is partly based on Elizabeth. Her husband, William, created Wonder Woman in 1941 and based her look and character on Elizabeth and their friend Olive. Elizabeth was a strong woman who fought for her values and for her work to be recognized. Telling the truth was very important to her.
She does sound like a wonderful woman.
Oh, Mom, you're my superhero. Aw. Will Kai really be okay?
She has a small cut on her hand. She'll be fine. Yes, I will.
Oh.
I suppose my good luck ran out.
Mine didn't.
Dad,
Ah!
what were you doing?
Nothing?
Okay.
Did you want something?
No, I just...
Okay, I'll just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just,
Yeah, I'll yeah. Here's the business anyway, another book of bikini that you were for the first time that day.
This week on your Faboo News. From poo to super strength, a surprising new use for cowpats. The accident that changed the world. Fun facts, positivity, and puppet pandemonium. Got your snacks? Then let's start the show!
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are, Faboo crew, and welcome to your Faboo News. I'm Al,
And I'm Kai.
and this is the new show that gives you the good stuff. Positive news stories, crafts, fun facts, and more. What are we starting with this week, Kai?
Cow poo.
Same to you.
No. What things do you think you can make from it?
A mess?
What do you think, Faboo crew? What can you make from cow poo?
It turns out you can make something amazing. The strongest material known to mankind.
A new process has been invented that turns the methane gas produced by manure and landfilled waste into graphene, a super material that can do some amazing things.
You can't even see it because it's only 1 atom thick, but it can carry electricity better than copper wire and bend without breaking. Add it to batteries and they work better. Add it to tires and they last longer. Add it to solar panels and they work harder.
Some people call it a miracle material.
A company called Levidian from Cambridge in England figured out that if you blasted methane with microwaves, just like the ones you find in your microwave oven at home, it split into graphene and hydrogen gas. It's a far cheaper and easier way to make the stuff than we've ever had before.
What's more, waste methane is really bad for the climate. So, any way of turning it into something better is great news.
Graphene. What a load of
Ow!
cow poo. I was going to say cow poo. Did you know we don't just find methane in cow poo? Sometimes they burp the stuff out. And so do you. Not much, but a little. And some of it comes out the other end. And this happens because down in your gut there isn't very much air. And the bacteria that live down there and chomping away at your food create what's called fermentation. And this fermentation produces methane gas. And that methane gas has to go somewhere. And those bacteria don't just produce methane. If you eat a food that's got lots of sulfur in it, something like baked beans, those bacteria will chomp away and create hydrogen sulfide. And that hydrogen sulfide is why sometimes your farts smell like rotten eggs. Ugh. Okay, moms and dads, we're harping on about poo, we know. But hey, it's fascinating stuff and surprisingly valuable. Which animal produces the most expensive poo? Do you know? Is it A, humans, B, sperm whales, C, elephants, or D, the Mexican free-tailed bat? Write down your guess now and see if you were right later in the show. While you're thinking about it, there are a couple of buttons to click down there. One to like this video and the other to subscribe to the channel. We'd love you to do both. Once you're done with this video, you can also find lots of games, extras, and tidbits over at FabooNews.com. You can find the link in the description, along with other ways to support the channel. But for now, back to the show. It's time to explore some more Faboo News through history. And this week, it's all about an accident.
Oh, like the time you forgot about the toilet lid.
Kai! You said you'd never mention that.
Come on, who's gonna know? Oh, right.
This accident happened way back in 1895 in Würzburg, Germany. A scientist called Wilhelm Röntgen began a simple set of experiments with cathode ray tubes, a kind of strange light bulb that can make certain materials glow. To see these objects glowing, he needed the room to be really dark. So he covered the cathode ray tube with cardboard, leaving a little hole at the end to fire the cathode rays out of.
I love it when you talk science.
One night, he turned around and saw that one of the objects used in his experiments had begun glowing, even though it wasn't in front of the window. He knew that cathode rays couldn't pass through cardboard, so this new, totally invisible light had to be something else. He locked himself away to study this new type of light, spending weeks in the dark. And then a second accident changed the world.
He put custard in front of it.
No, he didn't. he used his hand to hold up one of the objects he was testing, holding it between the tube and the screen he was using for his experiments. What he saw shocked him. He saw his own skeleton, caught as a shadow on the glowing screen. Professor Röntgen had accidentally discovered X-rays.
Have you ever had an X-ray picture taken, Faboo crew? X-rays are a special light that passes through the fleshy bits of your body but can't pass through your bones. They allow doctors to take a photograph of the bones inside your body. It's really cool stuff.
Soon after Röntgen published his work, everyone and their moms began playing with X-rays, including toy manufacturers and photographers. Unfortunately, it was a while before they figured out that firing X-rays at people for hours on end is actually quite dangerous. We don't do that anymore. We just take really, really quick snapshots.
One day it'll be a story about custard.
What did you like about Greece? Ah,
3 times I've been. No, 4 times I've been.
4 times you've been to Greece. Awesome. Is this your grandma's house in Greece? Has it got paint on the walls, on the outside of the walls? Because I hear that's interesting.
No, there's only white color and the door is like made out of wood and the color is brown.
Brown.
You okay there, sis?
Oh, it's just I've got fur.
Nothing gets past you.
But Mum's not got fur. Or Dad. These toys don't. Nobody else has, except for you.
What are you saying?
Why are we different?
You say that like it's a bad thing. Everyone's different, Kai. On the outside, on the inside. Mom's not like Dad, is she?
No, she doesn't have a beard.
And you're not like me. You say different, I say unique. And that's the beauty of the world. Everyone's got their own stories to tell, their own lives to lead. Imagine how boring it'd be if everyone was just the same. Like those toys you got there.
Are you saying I'm unique?
Everyone's unique, Kai. And everyone should be proud of who they are. Earlier, I asked you which animal produces the most expensive poo. The answer is B, the sperm whale. Sperm whale poo and vomit contain something called ambergris, a waxy, chunky goop made of bits of undigested squid. Which doesn't sound all that valuable, does it? But ambergris can be more valuable than gold. Ambergris is an ingredient in many high-class perfumes, as well as some medicines. It's got a musky sandalwood-like scent that adds depth and complexity to perfumes, making it highly sought after. But it's also really rare. Much of the time after the whale has pooed it out, this ambergris floats around on the surface of the sea, occasionally washing up on beaches. And that's usually the only way we can get hold of it. A 127-kilo blob of the stuff was discovered in 2021 and sold for over $1 million. Wow, that's an expensive pool. I'm here in Yorkshire, England, in the town of Skipton. Skipton is famous for this: a canal. Canals are man-made rivers. In the olden days, this was used to transport goods like coal. But now, it's mainly used for fun. People walk along the edge and go in what are called narrow boats. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4 canal boats. Look, fish. Those fish are trying to eat that piece of bread. Can you see? Look at that. Can you see what that says? Leisure moorings. Huh. What are these cool insects? Do you know? Yeah, that's right. They're ladybirds, otherwise known as ladybugs. These are blackberries, and they grow here in England. Right now, they're not black, but they will be when it hits the fall, or as they call it over here, the autumn.
This week's final story is Faboo news for our climate. In September 2024, the UK became the first country in the world to wean itself completely off of coal-powered electricity. The UK was the first country on the planet to start burning coal to make electricity way back in 1882. And we've been burning the stuff to keep our lights on ever since.
But in June 2024, the last remaining coal-based power station in the UK, Ratcliffe-on-Soar, received its last ever delivery of fuel. And on the 30th of September, it finally ran out of juice, bringing an end to 142 years of coal-based electricity.
Coal is the dirtiest way to make power, with the highest output of planet-warming greenhouse gases. It also sends mercury and toxic soot into the air.
The UK took only 14 years to take coal from 40% of our electricity to none at all, as cheaper and cleaner renewable energy began taking over.
More than half of UK power came from wind, solar and nuclear power systems last year, squeezing coal from the grid forever. This change is important because it shows that it can be done and provides a blueprint for other countries to follow. Because if the UK can do it, so can other nations. Thank you for joining us for this week's Faboo News. It's been great seeing you. We'd love you to join us next week when we'll be looking at even more positive news stories from across the globe. Just search for Faboo News. That's
Faboo. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the show with others. And find us on all our socials to keep building the Faboo News family. You are our Faboo crew.
Until next week, stay kind, stay positive, and keep being your Faboo you. Here's the bitten feeling when you're a broken bikini that you wore for the first time that day. It's a bikini.